My name is Andrew. This is Rogue Wrenching. Today we are talking about bending tube. Now, the reason that we bend tube versus just welding and cutting straight tube is because a single piece of tube is stronger than a welded joint, generally speaking. So for a lot of different applications, from sand rails, rock bouncers, roll cages and race cars, rock sliders, bumpers, there's a bunch of different applications where you would want bent tube. And to bend a tube without it kinking, you need a tube bender such as what I have right here, which is the Affordable Bender. So we're going to talk about this guy today, demonstrate it, and see how well it actually works. Tube benders. There's a couple different options. There's kind of the industry standard, and then there's what we're evaluating today. The industry standard, generally speaking, is the JD Squared Model 32 bender. Now, the JD Squared bender with a die is going to run you $825, whereas the Affordable Bender, the one that I have here today, is going to run you $370. Both of these with an 1.5-inch round die. The differences between these two benders are as follows. So 5.5-inch die radius on the JD Squared with a 7-inch die radius on the Affordable Bender. The maximum bend angle, that is the most you can bend on a single twist, is 180 degrees on the JD Squared die because that die makes a full 180 degrees, whereas the Affordable Bender is only 90. So with the 90 degree, you can just turn the pipe around, bend it again, and make a 180. So you're not necessarily limited, but it's faster and less cumbersome to just have the one that goes higher. The JD Squared uses a exclusively manual bending mechanism for bending tube. So there's a lever that you have to pull on to ratchet the assembly around and make the bend. So there's a decent bit more physical energy there, where the Affordable Bender uses what I would term as a hybrid, where they use a hydraulic bottle jack. So you still have to manually move the bottle jack, but it's using hydraulic mechanical advantage instead of just basic mechanical advantage. So kind of neither here nor there, but that is a difference between the two. The die material on the Affordable Bender is made out of aluminum, whereas the die material on the JD Squared is a custom alloy. They don't talk about it. Apparently it's a trade secret. So we don't know what it's made out of, but it's not aluminum. And then the die cost, JD Squared, is $345 for each additional die. So say you want to bend 2-inch tubing and 1.5 inch, you want to get the extra die, $345 there, or $160 for the Affordable Bender. Now, I do want to give a quick honorable mention to the Harbor Freight Tools pipe bender, which you can buy for $150. It kinks tube like nobody's business, but if you go and you check out Dirt Lifestyle, he's got a great video on how you can actually make halfway decent bends with the $150 pipe bender. I believe, however, that this Affordable Bender is going to blow that thing out of the water so far that it's worth the cost. Now for the real meat of the video, we are going to do an actual test bend on this sample piece I have. This is 1.5 inch diameter, 120 wall, round structural steel tubing. I believe this is ERW and not DOM, but we're going to see how it bends and see what it does. The first thing when setting this up is make sure that the weld seam is right on the side so that it's not being stretched or compressed excessively when it's bent. And then we're going to make sure that this clamp here on the end is tight. As always, we're going to wear our safety glasses. So there's our finished product. It looks absolutely fabulous. This is what I was talking about there. That weld seam right down the side of the bend is where you want it. This bend looks amazing. I am very, very pleased with the outcome. There were no issues with it binding in the die, coming out. Very, very easy to use tool. Very nice quality bend. I'm very pleased. This is gonna need a couple of adjustments. As you can kind of see here, it's not quite 90 degrees. It's a little bit more than 90 degrees in terms of our bend angle. So we're gonna need some adjustment there. And then setting this tool up is a bit of a pain because the die tends to sag. So I think we're gonna be doing a spring upgrade that'll hold that up in the retracted position, and that'll make this tool even better. But hands down, guys, for what this piece costs, I would say it is 100% worth the money. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys very, very soon.